night. For the people in YouTube, welcome. It's Sunday the 17th, almost 11 o'clock at night. And like I said, I have a great episode. I'll do this and I'm going straight to bed. As you can imagine, let me start with this. I was watching the YouTube, of course, but this time I was watching the trending. And look what I found. I don't know how this is going to sound on the podcast, but I am going to play something that happened in Florida, of course. Where else is going to happen? Something crazy and insane. It has to be Florida. And I'm gonna play to you the I don't know how this is gonna work, but the title of the video says "What's shaking in Florida?" So apparently there was a shaking going on in Florida, and it was not an earthquake. Check this out.
Drive safe.
Oh, great.
What do we do with our
Of course, commercials. Hold on.
What you'll do is claim a tuition tax credit for
Oh
him.
my gosh. Okay, let me turn this down. I would put the link, by the way, of the video on the description and on the comments, like I always do.
Developing tonight, South Florida shaking. The rumbling felt from North Broward all the way to the Florida Keys.
But we're told it wasn't an earthquake. Let's go right to Local 10's Christian De La Rosa live with what he's learned. Christian.
Yeah, a lot of rumblings reported across our region. No damages, however, no injuries to report. I can also tell you, though, as far as whether or not it was an earthquake, experts are saying it was not. But what exactly caused this? That's still a mystery.
I'm gonna stop the video right there because I don't even know if I'm gonna get a copyright strike on YouTube. What I thought that was very interesting is this happened 2 days ago. Okay, so bear with me. 2 days ago, the earth shake, the world shake, not the earth, the world shake in Florida. They had no idea what it was. An earthquake was not reported. Therefore, who knows what it was? What I thought was very interesting is by reading the comments on YouTube of this specific video, I thought that it was crazy. People attribute this to some kind of to God. It's like, oh, God is coming. Hey, you better put Trump as a president, or because he is coming. I think that if that's God's plan, it would be pretty ridiculous, in my opinion. I mean, what do I know? I'm not God, but still. But what I thought it was even more interesting is that yesterday, the U.S. Navy, they decided to open up, and they said, hey, this was an experimental explosion. So they blow up something. They blow up something in the middle of the ocean and water, whatever, and there we go. Everybody shaked, and it was not an earthquake. That's what it was. Now, what I thought that it was very interesting is we these days combine and mix things that make absolutely no sense. Everybody has their own agenda. Christians have their own agenda, or so-called Christians have their own agenda. They blame everything to God. Oh my gosh, these are the last days. God is coming. And this is the second coming. Be ready, be prepared. I really don't think that is your job personally, if you're a Christian, to be running around your life being scared and afraid. That's my personal opinion. I think that that's the completely opposite of Christianism, in my opinion. But at the same time, we also have the people who, do crazy things, and they mixed things up. In Isaiah chapter 5, verse 20 says, and I've read this to you guys before if you have listened to my YouTube video or my podcast. It says, woe unto them that call evil good, and good evil, that put darkness for light, and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet, and sweet for bitter. I thought that it was crazy. People that, of course, live in Florida, and they experienced the shaking, which was, I will put the link on the description on the comments so you can click on it and watch it yourself. people would read the scriptures. They would use like the Bible, this is crazy to me. How this is, by the way, one of the reasons why people make fun of Christians, because we use things completely out of content. Like in Mark 13:8 says, "For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be earthquakes in divers places, and there shall be famines and troubles. These are the beginnings of sorrows." So the beginning of the last days. Anyway, why am I saying this? Is because, I mean, even though these scriptures are true and will happen, it's not going to happen based on your description and your agenda. The real problem that we have these days, today at 6 a.m., 5 a.m. in the morning, I woke up, I grabbed my phone, and I decided to go to Twitter, because that's where you go, when you cannot sleep. You go to fight and argue with somebody around the world, because that's what Twitter is. Because, if you say something that makes sense, it will be removed of social media. This video alone will be removed from social media at some point. I'm guessing here, and who knows? The podcast might be taken down too, because that's how things are these days. But I don't want to pass my 10-minute mark, or if I pass it, I don't want to go too far. But listen to this. There's a journalist. His name is Jamie Easton, and he works for Bean Sports, which is, anyway, to make things short and sweet, I love soccer. I always follow it, but I don't follow the U.S. soccer. I follow the European soccer. That's the real football, in my opinion, which has nothing to do with the sport here in the United States. So why am I sharing this with you? Because I had a small argument with him. I said, look, like Barcelona, for the people that don't understand this, Spain, one of the major cities is Barcelona. And if we were to compare it to a US, it would be kind of like a state. And Barcelona has been struggling not only because of COVID, but the actual football team, soccer team. They've been struggling financially. Now, there's a very strange, weird connection between the city, Catalonia, and the soccer team. It comes from a long time ago in their history. And why am I saying this to you? Because the journalist said that he is a liberal. He see things like same-sex marriage, okay, like everybody has their own opinion, everybody has their own feelings. We need love and peace in this world, and Trump is a fascist, and he is racist, and the whole chaos is because of him, and the world is falling apart because of him. What I try to tell him is, see, I don't agree with that. I believe that the real problem is lack of values. I do real estate for a living. I get threats and text messages telling me you need to. Oh, first of all, the way people contact me, very nice and very sweet. Hey, I am the perfect candidate. Please listen to me. You will love me as a tenant. I have the cash. In the moment I tell them the first no, people change. They freak out. All of a sudden, they have no values. All of a sudden, because they are not getting what they want, they will do whatever it takes, even if that means insulting you. And they will say things like, "Well, this is you're being racist." First of all, you don't even understand what the word racist means in the dictionary, let alone you trying to explain to me what the word racist is. By the way, I'm brown, and your Black Lives Matter card doesn't work with me. Your white privileges excuses doesn't work for me, and all that crap doesn't work for me. What you want to tell you? What's the next point that you want to bring to a table? So we have twisted so much the truth these days that we are using things like being racist, same-sex marriage, gay people. You got to give people the benefit of the doubt because they really don't know what they are. They could be a woman, they could be a man, they could be both, they could be bisexual. Who knows? Let me bring something up to you. I think that when you are born, God puts a penis in your legs if you're a man and a vagina if you're a woman. I cannot see or something more clear. Let me put this to you this way. I think that that is the best indication of what you are born, or what you're going to be, of who you are. I mean, what else you want me to tell you? That's my opinion. I don't think it was Adam and Steve. I think it was Adam and Eve. But see, we have twisted our values so much these days that we are willing to justify anything, to the point that freedom of speech, let's take that away. Big tech companies are taking over the whole world. They run the show. They tell you what you can think and when you cannot think, and you better don't share things on social media, because if you do, that's a big problem. You see, we whine and complain so much about Trump and Biden. The reality is that either one of these two peoples don't have very good values. Now, Donald Trump might have done really good things for the US, and hold on for the Biden supporters. Don't hate me yet. He must have done, he's done really great things for this country. Now, whether you see them or not, that's a different problem. But has he made very huge mistakes in his life? Yes, he has. Dude, he's been with porn stars. He's a billionaire. You know what money does to people that have no values? He can create a lot of very severe problems. Has he changed? I believe he has. Does he have good communication skills? I don't think so. I think that he could probably express himself without creating so much drama. I always tell my kids, we don't run away from drama. Okay, let me put it to you this way. I always tell my children, we don't go looking for drama. What that means is, if me putting a mask on my if me putting a mask on my face makes you feel safe and comfortable, I will put a mask on my face for you, because that's what I want you to feel. I want to have a good relationship with you. I'm not a sheep, neither are you. But if that's what it makes you feel good, then I will do everything I possibly can so that we can be friends and there is no drama. Now, do I think that that helps? Do I support that idea? No, of course not. However, if drama arises, me as a man, I don't run away from drama. We face it head on, head to head. We go for it. Because that's the job of a man. You don't run away from problems. But you see, our society has completely changed things. Like this journalist, he's telling me that, we gotta be apparently in a world of peace. Everything I say, by the way, there's two kinds of people. There's the people that are argumentative, and there's the people that are connectors. The people that are argumentative, they will always find something wrong in any logical statement that you give them. They will always tell you that you're wrong. They will always tell you the opposite. Just the fact that somebody starts insulting you, that is a key indicator that what you are saying is hurting, and you're saying the truth, and what you're saying is right. Let alone trying to reason with those people. And then there's the connectors. The connectors will find some kind of common ground. I mean, I can tell you right now, to a lefties, hey, I'm pretty sure you want the country to be better. In that, we can agree. And I can tell somebody from the right side, I am pretty sure that you're trying to make the country better, make America great again. That's why you like Trump. Even though I don't agree completely with everything he teaches and practices, and the way that he handles problems. What I'm trying to say is that we combine and we mix feelings about things that make absolutely no sense. We try to push our agendas. We try to twist the truth to create things that God never put into existence, like sexual orientation. That is a big one. It's a huge one. We die, we stress out, we shut down economies for a virus that apparently it's 0.00000 something percent of death. We tweak numbers to make fit our agenda. But let me ask you this: what about what about alcohol? What about DUIs? What about domestic violence? Because I can tell you one thing: almost any of those big problems that our society has they are because we allow things like alcohol, drugs. We abuse of we abuse of things that are not good for us. But see, nobody fights those things. I can still go to a store and buy a pack of cigarettes. It's just cigarettes. It's not that big of a deal. You know, it doesn't really matter if I take 4, 5, 6, 10 breaks while I'm working because I need a smoke. I need to put some nicotine on my body. And same thing with alcohol. Hey, let's party during the weekends. The Cleveland Browns are playing. This is a great time to hang out and drink with the family. Yes? What is going to do alcohol to your body? What are the consequences of these stupid decisions that you make? Nobody counts those things. Pretty sure you get in the car, you start driving home, you get in a car accident, you kill somebody's dad, somebody's mom, somebody's daughter, somebody's sister, somebody else's family. And by the way, those statistics are a lot higher than this so-called virus. But let's not put attention to that. Let's omit that. Those are bigger problems in our society than the problems that we believe we have. But we don't do anything about them. 17 minutes. I gotta go. I gotta go to bed. Tomorrow, by the way, I'm starting with Nations Lending, which I'm becoming a mortgage loan officer again. Yes, let's do this. Thank you for listening to this. I hope you had fun. Have a good night. Bye.